챈들러가 땡스기빙 데이에 왜, 과연 그는 왜 choose to do something?
I think you have to look at it as the phrase.
문제를 푸는 데는 어려움이 없었거든요. 왜냐면 동사랑 주어 정도를 외우면 그 뜻이 해석이 되니까.
But I think with also all decisions, you always have possibilities as well.
Yes. 그 안에 그런 뜻이 들어있는 겁니다. Hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Chris.
And I'm Christina.
What we're gonna do today is friends. Yeah.
Oh, very popular.
Yeah, very popular. We're gonna
popular
study
show.
with friends. I'm so touched. I love this show. You know, I love Chandler. Chandler
Oh,
is my
yeah.
favorite character.
Good character.
챈들러가 땡스기빙 데이에 왜, 과연 그는 왜 과자 이런 거를 저녁으로 먹을까요? 모니카는 이걸 왜 주는 걸까요? 영상을 보고 시작하겠습니다.
Guys, great! We all chipped in.
We did?
You owe me $20. Chandler, here you go. Got your traditional holiday feast. We got your tomato soup, your grilled cheese fixins, and your family-sized bag of Funyuns.
Wait, Chandler, this is what you're having for Thanksgiving dinner? What is it with you in this holiday?
All right, I'm 9 years old.
This story.
We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner. I have, and I remember this part vividly, a mouthful of pumpkin pie. And this is the moment my parents choose to tell me they're getting divorced.
Oh my God.
Yes, very difficult to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner once you've seen it in reverse.
Here you go. So if you're holding something and you want to give to a person, it's a way to say, you know, here you go, I'm giving this to you. So it's when you give something to someone.
아, 오케이.
Chandler, here you go. Got your traditional holiday feast. Chandler, here you go.
Chandler, here you go.
handing out.
Yeah, when you're handing something
Handing
to
something.
someone.
That's here you go.
Yes.
But I've also heard many times like here you are
Yes, right.
and
So
here it is. So are they like all same meaning as here you go?
so here you are is the same as here you go, but here it is a little different. So if you're looking for something, you're like, oh, my paper, where is it? Ah, here it is. So it's when you are finding something and grabbing it. But when you're handing something to someone, you can say, here you go, or here you are.
So here you go means, for example, these papers, here you go. So this go to you.
It goes to you. Right.
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks. It's a polite way to give something to someone.
아, 오케이. 아, 그래서 here you go, here you are 이거는 뭐를 줄 때 여기 있습니다. 가져가세요. Here you go, here you are 이렇게 이야기를 하는 거고 뭐 here it is 뭐 이런 걸 했을 때는 예를 들어서 제가 셀폰을 잃어버렸어요. 셀폰을 막 찾고 있다가
여기 있다.
여기 있다. I found your cell phone. Here it is. Yeah, thank you. Got it. I knew it. My cell phone was there. So here. 그런 뜻을 하는 거군요.
Chandler, here you go. Got your traditional holiday feast. We got your tomato soup, your grilled cheese fixins, and your family-sized bag of Funyuns. Your grilled cheese fixins.
Oh yeah, cheese fixings. So fixings are like the ingredients in something. So let's say, for example, a sandwich. I want a sandwich with all the fixings. So maybe lettuce, tomato, meat, maybe mayonnaise, mustard, like all of the fixings, all of the ingredients in it.
Do you actually use fixings in your real life?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
we do say it. Let's say, especially if you want to go to Subway. You know
Subway.
how you have all the ingredients?
Yes.
You can say, can I get a veggie sandwich with all the fixings? This means all the ingredients.
아, okay. What's the 김치찌개's fixings?
Kimchi jjigae's fixings?
Yeah.
It's usually like when you add something to like a fruit item. So kimchi jjigae, I mean, there's like kimchi, you could add tofu, I guess, soft tofu.
So can you cook kimchi or can you make kimchi jjigae?
I can, but like I'm vegan, so
Oh,
usually
you're
has like
vegan.
멸치, anchovy or something in it, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
Usually I can't have the broth, so I usually can't eat it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
even
vegan.
kimchi I can't eat because it has 새우젓
Ah.
or 멸치 in it.
Okay. So as a vegan, what kind of food do you like to have? What's the favorite food, vegan food for you?
Well, I guess a good example, especially with fixings, is salad. So with salad, all the fixings, so it can be vegetables, croutons, it can be tofu, beans, corn. These are all the fixings. All items to be added into the food item.
And then I've also heard fixins is kind of southern phrase, so not like used all of people.
Oh, I think it's used in a lot of different states in the US, but I think maybe down south they use it more. But I mean, I've definitely heard it. My hometown is in the Northeast, but I've definitely heard it there.
Okay.
But I think down south they use it a lot than us. Yeah.
I mean, like southern grandma would say, like with this one, like fixins.
Yeah. Give me it with all the fixins. I can just hear it in the southern accent. Yeah, I think it's used more down south, but we also use it in other states as well.
Okay.
We got your tomato soup, your grilled cheese fixins, and your family-sized bag of Funyuns. Family-sized bag of Funyuns.
Family-sized bag of Funyuns.
Oh, Funyuns, yeah.
Yeah. So do you like Funyuns?
I haven't had it in years, but when I lived in the US, especially when I was younger, I really liked it. Yeah, it was a popular snack.
For
It
everybody
still is.
in the states around the US area.
I
Everybody.
think it's available. I mean, I haven't been to all states, but I think it's available
Fine.
in a lot of countries, most countries. Yeah, but I could easily find Funyuns in any like 편의점 or market. It's really easily accessible.
So did you also find Funyuns in Korea too?
No, I think Korea has their own type that's a little bit similar.
A little bit similar.
Right?
양파링.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've seen it before, but
Okay.
I haven't tried it.
Okay.
Chandler, here you go. Got your traditional holiday feast. We got your tomato soup, your grilled cheese fixins, and your family-sized bag of Funyuns. Here you go. Got your traditional holiday feast.
Here you go, got your traditional holiday feast.
Oh yeah, so feast is when you eat a lot of food. So that's why Thanksgiving is like a feast, because you are feasting, you're eating a lot of different kinds of food. And in this situation, he's not having Thanksgiving, like a proper Thanksgiving dinner. So she's being a little bit sarcastic because instead of having a Thanksgiving feast, he's just having, like Funyuns and other things instead, because he's not participating in Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, mashed potatoes, turkeys, but instead he's choosing like bag of Funyuns and just cheese sandwich, things like that.
Right.
yeah.
Because he doesn't want to celebrate Thanksgiving. So it's a little joke, I guess. He's
okay.
being a little sarcastic. Oh, this is your feast, Funyuns and other, snacks.
Like so funny, like Friends is so funny, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And then, so finally, Rachel found like Chandler is going to have like Funyuns or cheese sandwich for his Thanksgiving dinner. So Rachel asked like, what is it with you and this holiday?
Wait, Chandler, this is what you're having for Thanksgiving dinner? What is it with you in this holiday? What is it with you in this holiday?
What is it with you in this holiday?
So what does it mean? Like, what is it with you and this holiday? So for me, as a Korean, as an English learner, it's kind of unfamiliar situation. Like with you, is just physically, like you and I.
같이, yeah.
같이 있는 거.
Yeah.
I'm with you right now, right here. We are filming.
Right.
But this one is kind of like tricky for Koreans, I guess.
I think so. I think you have to look at it as the phrase. So what's with you? I guess it's with you and the situation. So you and the situation is together. So that's the with, I guess. So
okay.
why are you acting like this together in this situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's why we say with you, because we're talking about how that person is acting in that situation.
Is it kind of like very casual way of speaking, like between friends, or like I can also use this one in my business meeting, like formally, like?
No, not business. Yeah, this is casually with friends, or maybe if you're mad at someone, if someone's acting like crazy, and then you're like, whoa, what's with you? Like, why are you acting like that? 왜 그래?
너가 지금 뭐랑 같이 있는 거야? 이렇게 해석이 되긴 하는데, 너 왜 그래? Like,
Hey,
what's
we're gonna,
with
like,
you?
why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that with this situation?
We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner. I have, and I remember this part vividly, a mouthful of pumpkin pie. We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner.
We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner.
It's describing something that's so amazing. You know, it can be something that's so beautiful. It can be something, you know, a situation that is so good. It is just really like heightening the word great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like lovely, fancy too?
Yeah, like that's lovely. Lovely is more like love. I guess this is more like the word amazing.
Amazing. 이런 사실은 영어 많이 공부하시는 한국 분들이 형용사 같은 게 조금 약할 수가 있어요. 왜냐면은 우리는 이제 문제를 풀기 위한 영어를 배웠었고, 형용사가 모르더라도 정확한 뉘앙스가 파악되지는 않지만 문제를 푸는 데는 어려움이 없었거든요. 왜냐면 동사랑 주어 정도를 외우면 그 뜻이 해석이 되니까. 하지만 이 magnificent 같은 거, 이런 형용사를 좀 많이 아시는 게 중요할 것 같고요. Do you actually use this in the real life too? Magnificent. Often.
Not too often, to be honest. I mean, if someone said it, I think obviously I would understand. But I think it's used a little bit more back then. But
Old-fashioned, you mean?
a little bit old-fashioned. Yeah, I would say.
It's not for your generation.
Not too much, no. I don't think a lot of people would use it. But maybe someone would throw the word in there, you know, just really describing something. They would use the word. Yeah, so think of it like, wow, amazing, wow, something that's very, very great.
Okay. How about this? Like, for example, I tried to make up a sentence. I went up the mountain and I see the view. Oh, so magnificent.
Oh, that's a perfect example.
That's
yeah,
nice.
if something is also so beautiful and you want to describe, you know, the scenery, you can say, wow, it's amazing, it's magnificent. You know?
Magnificent. 뭐 이제 그 상황에서는 사실은 한국말로는 와, 진짜 장관이다, 막 이런 표현이 나오는데 magnificent라고 하는 거를, 그런 기분을 여러분이 마음속에 가지고 계셔야 됩니다. 저도 가지고 있을게요.
We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner. I have, and I remember this part vividly, a mouthful of pumpkin pie. I have, and I remember this part vividly.
I have, and I remember this part vividly.
Vividly.
So what does vividly mean?
Vividly is when something is very clear and it's very clear in your mind. So a picture can be very vivid. I could clearly see this picture. Or a memory can also be vivid. So that means you can clearly remember this memory. So when something is very clear.
Okay. Then do you also use vividly in the real life too?
Yeah, it's used quite often if you want to express that you remember something clearly or you can see something very well. Oh yeah, I can see it vividly. Or, do you remember that time when we went to the park? Oh yes, I remember it vividly.
Yeah. So same as this situation, like Chandler said, I remember this part vividly.
Yeah, exactly. It can be a memory. If the images are clear in your head, it's vivid. Or if you can physically see an image, it's vivid.
Vivid, yes.
It's clear.
Clear. 완전 생생하게 라는 뜻이고 vividly 꼭 기억해 두시고요.
We've just finished this magnificent Thanksgiving dinner. I have, and I remember this part vividly, a mouthful of pumpkin pie. A mouthful of pumpkin pie.
A mouthful of pumpkin pie.
So what does it mean, mouthful?
Actually, there are different meanings. So mouthful can be, if your mouth is full of food.
Food.
Yeah.
Like-
So, right, if you have food in your mouth. Right, exactly.
That's
Yes.
mouthful.
Yes. So let's say you were at a dinner table and you were eating, what were we eating?
Cake.
Cake. Okay, it was a
Piece of
birthday
cake.
party
Yeah.
and we were eating cake.
Yes.
And then your friend talks to you and you're like, oh, and be like, haha, no, she can't talk. She has a mouthful of cake.
아,
So when your mouth is full of something, food.
가득 찼다 이런 뜻이네요. How about that one? As I mentioned before this scene, it was quite mouthful of your last name.
Oh, right. So it can also be if a word is very long or hard to say, then it's difficult for your mouth
아,
to say it. So
Yeah.
it's a mouthful.
mouthful.
Like think of your mouth as full of words or letters. So it was really hard to pronounce her name. It was a mouthful.
It was mouthful.
Yeah. If it's difficult for you to
Yes.
say it.
Yes. I'm not sure for Western people, but for me, 니호이 수어 하니마, Chinese. 안녕하세요. 한국 사람입니다. Korean. Hola, hasta la vista. Spanish. Bonjour, merci beaucoup. French. But Russians was quite mouthful for me to pronounce
I see.
of their language.
Yeah.
Can you speak Russian?
No, not at all.
Not at all,
I don't
okay.
know. Some words can be like a mouthful. That means it's a lot for you to say, and it's a little bit difficult.
I have, and I remember this part vividly, a mouthful of pumpkin pie. And this is the moment my parents choose to tell me. And this is the moment my parents choose to tell me.
And this is the moment my parents choose to tell me.
So in this moment, this means it's present. It's right now.
Right now.
Here.
지금 이 순간.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. This.
This.
But if you say at the moment,
At the moment.
there could be a possibility you're talking about a different place or time.
Specific
Yeah.
situation.
So if you say this, that means right here, right now, us, this moment. But let's say I talked about the past. You can talk about that moment. Be like, oh, yesterday I wanted to wake up early and go to the gym. But I woke up and or maybe you would say at that moment.
At that moment.
Yeah, at that moment, I was just too tired, so I didn't go.
Yes.
You can say at the moment when you're talking about the past, but if you say this, like in this moment, it's right here, right now, this situation.
So moment is short period of time.
And this is the moment my parents choose to tell me they're getting divorced.
Oh my God.
My parents choose to tell me.
My parents choose to tell me.
Choose to do something. That is kind of tricky for Korean people because choose is like choose one of these options, like choose. But then here, and I feel like choose is used as a decide.
Right.
Career.
So I think it can be used in both situations. Like if you have 3 different situations, like if I wanted to eat ice cream, cake, or pie, you have 3 options. I chose to eat the pie, right? So you decided to have that option. So that could be a possibility, but I think you can talk about it with just making a decision too. Like, I chose to go to the gym today. Maybe you can talk about it, as a decision. But I think with also all decisions, you always have possibilities
Yes,
as well. So I guess that's why we can say it like that.
Implies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I think like out of all he's like expressing, maybe out of all the times they could have chose, they chose this time.
Yeah.
Right. So I think when using choose, you always have other possibilities, but I think he's expressing that it's this moment. They chose this moment instead of other moments, right? So that's why he would use this phrase.
choose에 결정하다라는 것이 내포가 되어 있어요. 왜냐면은 항상 여러 가지 옵션들은 있잖아요. 그렇죠? 여러 가지 possibility가 있고 그 중에서 하나를 선택하는 그 과정이 결정을 하는 거죠. 아, 이걸로 결정을 했다. I chose to go to the gym. 이런 식으로 헬스장 가기로 결심했어. 헬스장 가는 것을 선택을 했어. 이런 뜻이죠. 그렇게 한번 외우시면 될 것 같고요. 이번 경우 같은 경우는 choose to tell me 해가지고 저도 해석이 좀 이상하게 좀 잘 안 됐거든요. 왜 choose를 썼을까? 그런데 잘 생각해 보면은 그 안에 그런 뜻이 들어있는 겁니다.
They're getting divorced.
Oh my God.
They're getting divorced.
They're getting divorced.
So for Koreans, when we use marry and or divorce, we just use
하다.
just only one word, like I marry like somebody, like she marries somebody, but get divorced and get married.
Right. I think it's using like get because you become married or you become divorced. So that's why we will use the verb get or got if you're talking about the past. Yeah. So it's the verb that we use.
Okay.
Yeah, attached to the It's a little confusing, I know.
통째로 그냥 결혼을 했다, 이혼을 했다 했을 때는 get married, get divorced 이렇게 외우시는 게 좋을 것 같습니다.
Oh, you were married? When did you get married? Oh, I got married about a year ago. Yeah. But if you're talking about yourself, then you would say, I'm married. Yeah. If you're talking about the situation.
나는 결혼한 상태다. I'm married. Sorry, Christina, I'm married.
I'm married. Yes.
Yes. Are you married? 그렇게 이야기를 할 때는 너 지금 결혼한 상태냐? 그런 이제 액션을 이야기를 할 때는 결혼했냐고 했을 때는 get married를 쓰는 거야. 와, 이거 진짜 되게 좋은 거다. 그래서 이 하나하나 차이의 뉘앙스를 알아가면서 공부를 하고 이해를 하는 게 앞으로 응용을 하는 게 굉장히 좀 좋을 것 같습니다. 오늘 크리스티나 선생님과 같이 한 이 프렌즈로 영어 공부를 한 것이 도움이 되셨다면 구독과 좋아요, 코멘트를 부탁드립니다. 다음에 봐요. 안녕히 계세요.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Woohoo. Nice.